right. Flat earth beneath my feet, knowing I'm here to meet. Ocean's edge, it calls my name. Purpose in this life's game. Horizons line so clear, God's love brings me near. Flat earth made by him, my journey long yet thin. Purpose found in every day, guided by his gentle sway. Mountains tallly stand.
Yo, Flows, what's up? Good to see you all. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. We have Ryan, Dave, PJ, and Roger in the house. How you guys doing?
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Ooh,
What's up?
I clicked something. Sorry.
Sorry.
So yeah. I hope you guys have been having a good day so far. And everybody in the YouTube land, thank you for coming. Please hit the likes, share the show. Glad you could make it. Tonight's topic, we're talking science, guys.
Ooh, science.
Specifically, has anybody ever presented globe science to you?
Well, that's an oxymoron.
Yeah.
Globe and science don't even belong in the same sentence.
And if it proved a
Unless
globe, it
it-
would be globe science.
Unless
Well,
you got is not.
Well, I was going to say, if you're just talking about a globe in general, I guess it could be science, but that doesn't mean a globe is what we live on.
Well, it's
Yeah.
scientifically impossible. They
But
say,
I mean,
"Oh,
we
physics. Yeah, physics proved that your shit don't work, bro. That's what's up." You know. And then when you start to discuss the physics, they always want to go into this theoretical nonsense, like that character that was on here the other day talking about, well, if you cool it down to absolute zero, and I'm like, you're never going to do that, dude. Stop.
Yeah.
We're not at absolute zero, okay? So stop with your nonsense.
exactly. I mean, because I was actually listening to some again of when Andrew Johnson was on, and I was thinking to myself how idiotic it was when he's trying to give us the scientific method for gravity.
Yep.
I
By
just don't know
assuming
how
at
it's
first,
so. How's it so difficult to understand? Your presumed cause is the thing you manipulate. If you're claiming something else, that's not your presumed cause. It's not hard to understand. If you're saying distance causes something, but you're saying cause is gravity, then it's not the distance. You can't manipulate distance and claim gravity. You have to manipulate gravity if you're claiming gravity. But these people just don't get this idiocy. I don't know what's wrong with them.
so what's the difference between weight and gravity?
Nothing. Weight is gravity is
Well,
weight. Gravitas, which means weight. It means heavy. They've
well,
made it into a force, and it's not.
gravity is just actually a hijacking of weight.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
So
So
these
what
things
causes
fall
it?
because of their weight. And
So
what is
the-
the
is
weight?
the-
The weight is the relative density of an object within a given medium. There it is.
That's what I was digging for. All right.
Real simple.
Yeah. Very
So
simple.
why do lighter things float up in the air?
Why do things float up?
Yeah.
Simple, because it's able to be displace the medium around it.
Right. Well, here's a good example too. Is like if you have a gallon of water, it weighs about 8.5 pounds. Put that gallon of water into water. How much does it weigh now? Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, same density. Exactly.
It's just
I've
like the
actually got a
medium it's in.
demonstration to show you guys from Execrate, the poop himself, the Deltardian. We're going to go through that as well. It's quite funny. The guy doesn't understand physics. That's very apparent. But what votes we got so far, guys? Globe cannot science. 21% yes says yes because globe. Nope, shape is not science. 71%. I'm glad you guys understand what science is, and a not
That was
sure
me.
8%. So that's actually quite good.
I went right up the middle myself. Nice little pole.
Oh man,
Why would someone call himself X-Crate anyway? I don't understand that.
I don't know.
God knows.
Were you thinking closer to excrement? Is that what you were looking for?
Yeah. It's very weird.
I think it was like execute and something else mixed together or something.
Or someone who used to be a crate and is no longer a crate.
He's an XO crate.
Maybe he's Socrates.
I'm an ex crate. I used to be so crate. Yeah. Hey, have you noticed that the upward rising Earth kind of fizzled out like a bottle rocket? I'm not hearing shit about it anymore.
Yeah. No one's really taking them serious anymore, and that's what I want to show. Yeah, is why we're not really taking it serious, because they're trying their best to be in there, but really not relevant at all. It's just them not
Yeah.
understanding physics as usual.
Ooh, an
That's
apparatus.
Hey, the boss is in the house. What's up?
hey, Michael.
Sorry, I was muted. Sorry.
That's fine.
Oh, it's Michael.
fellas.
So how's it
Yeah, no.
going?
Not too bad. You?
Good. Now the boss is in.
So any good rent buses here?
By the way, Action Lab got a new chain.
That's what my claim.
Where? He's gonna launch a rocket in his new vacuum chamber.
No. This is something else with
No.
water.
No,
But it's very interesting what he comes up with for his yeah. Let's just watch some of it and you'll see what I'm saying.
okay.
You see that thing? It's just hollowed out glass. There we go. Piece of perspex
Magnet.
magnet. Okay,
Check.
and he puts it on. Yeah, I just have to warn you guys. There's not much talking there. He sort of reminds you of a caveman trying to figure out what a stick does if you hit a rock.
Not much.
That's what this reminds me of. So yeah, it gets bad. Okay, yeah, okay. Magnet is magnet, yeah. It sticks. Woo!
Wow.
This is riveting, man, and it floats.
It's buoyant.
It's probably watertight too.
Wait.
Hey,
It's
guess what?
buoyant.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Well,
It floats. Yeah. Wait to say the obvious. Okay. Let's see.
Not buoyant.
I think the magnet's denser than the water. Yeah.
So
How
yeah,
about
the
that?
magnet weighs more than the plastic, so it makes it sink. Big deal. What about it?
Weird. Something's buoyant and something's not buoyant.
Ryan
Bird.
killed it. Ryan killed it.
Sorry, the bird just came by and was just cussing me out for some reason. I don't know. What
There was a bird cussing you out. What did he say?
I think he said
I'm not
something
here.
about that his food over there is too warm because it's in the sun. I think it's something like that.
Okay.
Jesus.
Come on, dude. Oh,
What?
Buoyant.
Able to support its weight.
it's displaced it.
So
That's all.
So relative density disequilibrium.
Oh,
One try.
so what's his point?
Yeah.
But you just trapped an air bubble over it so that the water couldn't spill into it. So of course you're gonna, even though there's a magnet.
Yeah.
separate you.
There's
Yeah,
a magnet at the bottom too, right?
What have we proven so far?
So far,
Wow.
relative density disequilibrium,
So
correct?
there's magnets above us and below us. Yeah.
No worry. You're gonna see what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Takes it out. Lets it sink. No, it's not going to work
It's not
that
going
way.
to work, dude.
Not gonna work
You can try it again.
Even not going to
Fire.
One more time.
Fire good.
That's like watching a kid trying to put a circle into a square.
And now he's like, "What's that?" Did you just see that? Let's go back quickly. When he put
It
pressure
lifted-
there, remember he caused a low pressure system between the two surfaces, and it lifted the bottom surface up. He's like, huh? Look at this.
It's a magic trick, you know.
Huh?
Okay, Flats.
Oh
where's
my
the?
God.
Where,
Did you see the
where's-
bubbles? There was still some bubbles in there, wasn't there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it would have formed like a small vacuum between the two pieces of plastic because of the air bubble and the water in there, right? And so temporarily, until it slid off because it wasn't a perfect seal, it kind of lifted up on it, right? That's all it was. I don't think it's anything mysterious.
Where's the other magnet he had? The little one.
I think he stuck it to the plastic in the bottom of it, or I don't know
That's
about
what I
the other
thought. He had two magnets, and the little silver magnet, and he has the black magnet. I just wonder where the other one went to.
I'm
I thought
trying to figure out what is he actually trying to demonstrate here.
Well, because he's not talking, Sav. We don't know, do
I
we?
don't know. Well, we got a smiley face with a question mark there, going scratching his chin. Like, what's the question?
Like
That's
you have to communicate what it is that you're trying to show.
Yeah, give us something, you know.
I've got the perfect response for actually this. I want to share, and it's Sean Hawkins, by the way.
Oh,
Can you guys see the screen? Can you guys see the
Alright.
screen?
Yeah.
We're watching.
Look at Sean Hawkins in the corner.
To use it.
Look.
I mean, if I take a calculator and I go,
Now, if we would have
When I
done
saw
the
that,
experiment
I
ourselves,
cracked up.
yeah.
When I saw
He's
that, I
funnier than
cracked
me
up.
sometimes.
Just now, I'm definitely going to be doing something out of that.
Mate, make a short out of that, definitely.
You're gonna believe me. I've got big plans on. And he thinks he's smart.
The
Okay.
beard makes it even funnier, right?
Oh man. But yeah, that's what I was thinking now when I'm watching this.
Jesus Christ.
It almost
He
created
says-
suction
somebody's-
between them.
Yeah, but look what he says. Pulling forces do not exist. How is the more dense object pushing upwards?
Yeah, good question.
I don't know. Maybe low pressure.
Wow.
Probably had something to do with the way he pulled his hand out of the water.
That as well.
You know what I mean? Because he pulled his
I
hand
mean,
out
it's-
quite quickly.
no,
that might have some
No,
effect.
the thing is, when he pushes that thing and he creates a low pressure vacuum between the
Between
two
the
surfaces.
two. Yeah.
Temporarily, it causes.
And there's
Balance.
and remember it's an air bubble inside there.
Yeah.
It makes the whole thing buoyant in itself. It's displacing now everything.
And then once the water gets up underneath, right, and
It separates it.
that second,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
That's
I've
actually
had
Or
the
you just
same
use a
thing
rubber
happen.
seal, dude.
I've had the same thing happen washing dishes. I put a stack of plates in the water, and then as I'm trying, you have to try to separate them once they're in the water. If you have to slide them or else they'll stick together. You go to pick one, and the other ones come up with it.
Yeah. Voy, yes, this execrate is an upward deltadian.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
nice. I watched
Yeah.
Bill and Sean Hawkins in a video yesterday, and Sean Hawkins was actually disputing there is a pulling force himself, and he was using a sexual toy to demonstrate it for Dell.
Wow.
Really?
He said
Wow.
if somebody, yeah, it was bad.
I was gonna say, yeah, Mad Mac. We go. I definitely got the Bible too stationary. The sad thing is, this execrate is claimed to be a Christian as well, and he's against stationary. He's very abhorred to buy it. Anybody that claims the Bible says they are stationary is not a Christian. That's
I've
how
never
bad
seen it said it moves anywhere in the Bible, personally.
Nope.
Well, who appointed that asshole as the arbitrator of that?
No.
Anyway, You know,
Cult
these
of
people
hell.
come out and say, make some kind of a declaration. Anybody that thinks this is not that and everything. Okay, well, who made you Grand Poobah?
Well,
I am the arbiter of truth.
well, his idol is his cult leader is an atheist, probably a Mason as well. So I don't know.
Mm.
I
Look at
can
that.
remember. I can remember being in Dell's chat and mentioning Bible, and him saying something like, "Well, Andrew's a Christian, and he believes me," or something stupid like that.
Uh-huh. It's like, wow, he's just
I
figured.
would,
Spent an hour and a half in.
Yeah.
how
Go
would
ahead.
Dell determine like a true Christian?
I don't know.
Yeah.
How would
Dal
he?
doesn't even know what's in the Bible. So, but
What's he gonna
anyway,
put
look
that
what he's
little
going to do
magnet
now, guys.
on him?
But now he thinks he's going to be debunking RDD with a magnet. Pay attention. Ooh, it's staying at the bottom. Ooh, let's go with the magnet. Goes up.
Glue will do that too.
Yeah,
Well, he's
yeah,
using the magnet at the bottom. He's got it underneath the container. He's trying to hold it down. I see what he's doing. That's magnetism, dude.
Mad Max says that sexual toy had a suction cup on it. Oh, what?
Glue will do that same thing. So will a
Yeah, yeah.
nail. You know, any other method of fastening it to the bottom to prevent it from rising, yeah, that'll occur.
Because I was
We got this
watching
so
this and I
far.
was thinking the guy's maybe having a stroke or something. Like he's struggling
Like,
to figure out how he's
what
supposed
is
to
he
do.
trying to get to happen here? I don't understand.
Listen,
he
I've seen
expecting
people
some-
pick up. I've seen people pick up 100-pound weight using a drop of water. One
Uh-huh.
drop of water, two smooth surfaces, and you can lift it up because of the
Hydrostatic pressure is a big
yes.
thing, man.
He's
Yeah.
not demonstrating anything that's phenomenal here.
Well, it's
He's
spooky.
just once again showing he doesn't understand physics. That's about it.
They'll spend an hour in Dave Banner's trying to convince everybody that parachutes don't work the way you think they work.
Oh my god!
Look. Now see it's holding. And he pulls it out. Ooh, what's happening? Oh. Now he starts talking. Come on, start talking. There we go. Now he's got a timer as well, guys. Now it's getting serious.
Oh no! Now we're breaking out the big tools and calculators too, probably.
Now it's getting serious, guys.
So this perspex plate, magnet on it.
Okay. Magnet, yeah. Perspex.
And this object,
That object.
buoyant.
Buoyant, okay. No pulling forces exist. Yet you're showing a pulling force when you put it in. You just showed it many times.
Put a drop of
magnets don't
water.
pull.
Put a drop of water on that magnet and press that thing down against it and see what happens.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't the magnet pull itself? You know what I mean?
Pull itself straight up, man.
I mean, yeah. Do you know, Mr. Execrate, if you had to glue those two surfaces together and you only hold the top piece, the bottom won't fall, that's a pulling force.
Of course, yes. Don't tell him. He'll fry his brain.
We get it. Shown it many times now.
But he's working with the same
What,
people
did he
with the same
expect
mentality
the
he has.
Did he expect the plastic bubble to somehow be magnetic? What in the world is this guy actually? Action Lab's got to run for their money now, boy. I'll tell you.
Yeah. This guy's losing the plot, man.
I think he's creating one. Trying.
Okay. Well, I still don't know why he's put the timer on. Like, that's going to show anything.
Oh, mistake.
Mm-hmm. Put a drop of water on their ass bag and see what happens.
There we go.
If this so-called
it's the magnet.
RDD is the mechanism,
Look, he's going to start talking, guys. Okay, listen.
if this so-called RDD is the mechanism giving us buoyancy, how is it that this buoyant object, now in the medium of water, is no longer being displaced?
Because of a vacuum, dude. The vacuum.
I actually commented to this, and I gave it time. So I said, "Dude, it is displacing. No object can take up the same space. Literally, that's displacement."
Yep.
Yeah. But that's why it's staying down, because the vacuum's still between the two plastics. The air that's in there is pulling it
He's
together.
holding an object down with a magnet. There is a low pressure system between the two objects, and
Yep.
thus the pressure, yes, globies as well, low pressure is holding it on.
So the water above it's trying to get in the air pocket. So
Right.
it's
The
pushing
water
it
is
down.
pushing
Yeah.
it. The water is literally pushing it against the plastic.
Together. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's a good point.
And he's saying there's no displacement, but literally this is a demonstration of displacement.
Oh, there you go.
If it's just a relationship between the medium and the object, it will either accept it or reject it, according to some
What?
in their narrative regarding RDD. The only way the object can be displaced is if an upward pressure, an applied directional pressure, can be placed upon the underneath of that object. As
Sorry. Is there an upward pressure being placed underneath there? Last time I checked, the magnet is pulling the object down, correct?
Yeah.
Not pushing it up.
Well, we had somebody come
It's
listen to some free fall, and
hydrostatics
I
for
said,
crying
well,
out loud.
if you're free falling,
Yeah, it's
if you're in
hydrostatics.
free fall, right, and you fall into somebody, you do have weight. You will feel that person hit you. Right?
Oh, yeah.
If you're both free falling, you run into something. Yeah, and I said that'll prove you actually weigh something.
Actually
You'll
kill
feel
you.
Yep.
It can actually kill you.
Probably break every bone in your body.
There's a lot of times these people they go out and they get knocked loose because they hit something. You get
Ryan.
knocked out. Look at Brian.
What is he going to do now? He got an experiment. You should make him big right quick. Go ahead.
Oh, wow.
So he's putting water in between the two books or two boxes.
There we go. It's
Gonna get
making
him-
hydrostatic pressure. Yeah, exactly, Ryan. There we go. Doing some physics for him. Oh.
Press it.
Huh?
You gotta
Rub
press
it
it
around.
and slide it. Press it and slide it a little bit.
Yeah, you're going to have to
It might
slide
not be enough.
all
It
that-
might not have enough static surface tension. in
No, you
order
have
do
to
it.
push
It might just-
all the air out, man.
It does stick. You can
Yeah.
see that it does start to lift it.
A little bit, but you have to push all
It's
the
just
air out.
not like it's not perfect. I need two pieces of glass or pieces of plastic that are perfectly smooth. I thought this would work, but
Yeah, that
hold on, let
works
me
better.
try the box inside of here. Hold on, give me this one.
I don't have any glass or any plastic anymore.
Because the cardboard soaks up the water too, and that kind of ruins the experiment when you think about it, right?
I got two plastic plates I could put together.
Yeah, that's what I need to get is like, or even two.
I'll tell you a prime example. When you use a coaster and you have a glass of water and you put that glass
Slide.
of water in
Oh,
a
yeah.
coaster
The coaster stick.
and you pick your glass of water up and your coaster follows glass.
Yeah.
I got a pub.
Exactly.
But if
Let's
it's
carry
a
on.
smooth surface, yeah, there does become a very good suction there. Yeah. For
Yeah,
some
but
reason.
let's just
It's almost
But
like
let's just listen to the guy
Okay.
that's thinking he's actually presenting anything.
Ryan, the science guy.
get you a
as
white
the
coat.
water cannot access that, it can only press it harder into the plate at the bottom. No displacement will occur because a motion vector is required to give a gradient to the
He just
water,
proved
the
hydrostatics
medium
himself,
that it's
didn't
in, and that vector
He does understand that when he let go of the magnet, which vector did it accelerate to?
Up.
Up. And which way are they claiming the Earth is accelerating?
Up.
Up.
So it went against the vector of the Earth.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So they didn't disprove RDD at all. Not at all.
Nope, they proved
They've
RDD,
proven it. Yeah.
and he proved the pulling force because
Weird.
that buoyant object pulled the not buoyant object up with it.
All you need is some paper and a ruler, right?
Hmm. Static electricity does the same.
Vector is upward. There are no pulling forces. The medium needs to get to the underneath surface in order to press upward on it.
Huh?
As he said that, I found this very ironic. The upward has to press up on it, literally while it was falling down.
Down. Yeah. So if it was pushing up, that would actually just stay up, correct?
But watch this again. Look. Let's just quickly. Okay. He's got a magnet holding it down at the moment because he's trying to counteract the buoyancy. Okay?
Yeah.
When he lets it go,
This, there, it can only press
It
it
goes
harder into the
up.
plate at the bottom. No displacement will occur
That's
because a motion vector is required to give a gradient to the water, the medium that it's in.
so it
I think
went
the water
up.
has a gradient too already on itself.
Yeah, because he
Sorry.
doesn't understand water is bonded.
He doesn't understand displacement either.
No, literally that is displacement. Do you know that object inside the water is displacing the water around it, Andrew?
But at this point, it's displacing less than it did at the bottom.
Ah. Yeah, because it's out the water as well.
Yeah.
But imagine that, understanding that if you're claiming your Earth is rising upwards and you let go of the magnet, which was pulling it downwards, it shouldn't be rising upwards anymore. It should be staying with the accelerating Earth. But it's doing opposite.
Free float.
And then this is the ironic part. As he says, the bottom is pushing up on it. It falls off and goes down. Watch this.
Vector is upward. There are no pulling forces. The medium needs to get to the underneath surface in order to press upward on it.
Oh my word. It's like he's just figured out suction for the first time in his life.
I know.
Wow.
Did you see how he was sliding it on as well? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, making that. Yeah.
Oh, isn't suction like a pulling force?
As
It
a
is.
result,
Yeah.
That's
the
exactly what I'm
table,
saying.
the container, and the plate that's at the bottom of the container, which is fastened, all being pushed up at a constant, having a motion vector, and the water in that container resisting that motion.
Wow. What a dude. What a
The
dude.
water's resisting motion.
I'm starting
We're
to wonder if we should do some kind of check on everybody that's called Andrew.
Execrate, you excrete geniusness.
Yeah.
So Exocrate's real name
Have
is
you invented that word, PJ?
Geniusness.
I think we've had enough of Andrews for tonight.
Mm.
So
this week
Exocrate's
we've
real
had
name is
quite a lot of
Andrew.
Andrews. We've had a lot of Andrews this week. Oh wow! I just had to share that.
That's nice.
I mean, he might not be called a baller. He might be a bluffer because it's the same nonsense. They would claim gravity and they're not manipulating the independent variable that they claim.
Well, how do
Ricky
you
Shaw.
manipulate an upward rising Earth?
Yeah, exactly. They can't.
I just noticed Ryan's got an apple tree. Is he Sir Isaac Newton sitting underneath that tree?
No, that's grapefruit.
Or is it grapefruit? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh well, it might have been a grapefruit that hit Sir Isaac Newton on the knob. You know, or nothing at all, or it didn't happen.
Well, that's just a contrived story. No apple hit Newton.
Of course.
I think you'd better witness it where look if you did like when you do star trails, if they were moving upwards, you'd better see that in an observation. I think.
Yeah. If you looked at it on the side view, you would have a trail going upward, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if we can find any scientific hypothesis and experiment for gravity.
Cavendish.
Hmm.
The only one that I know of. They keep
Cavendish.
touting that one.
Come on.
Cavendish
Their
isn't even a
so-called-
force. Cavendish was even an experiment, first of all.
Kevin's dish. No.
Yeah, but that's the only thing they get. They don't have anything else that I know of for
It's
gravity.
more like caviar in a dish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fish eggs.
They have a little setup in a university on lecturer's desk, and there's like 50 people in room, and they claim they're doing Cavendish. Like
50 people in a room.
like they'll have like 30 people in a lecture watching, all in the same room. Cavendish, this tiny little Cavendish thing set up on lecturer's desk, and they claim that they're doing Cavendish experiment. Like, so
Yep.
if you remember,
Can you do that with 30 people in the room?
well, exactly, yeah. If you remember, he was supposed to be outside his shed, weren't he, with a little telescope
Looking
at
through a
what
little
was going
telescope,
on.
exactly. and the thing is, it was pointed out at the beginning of on the internet of flat Earth, whether like did he account for the moon's tidal lock or the sun's gravitational field or whatever? No.
Well, they don't have gravitational fields, do they?
But you see, that's the thing. Cavendish wasn't trying to prove gravity. He was just trying to calculate Earth's mean density.
Yep.
Now, the other people waited till he died
Yep.
and decided to take it and hijack it and say, oh, no, he was actually, by default, he was actually just proving gravity.
But whatever he used to put, like, was it 2 rocks or something, two stones? Did he try all types of materials, all different types of stones and stuff like that? No.
You use a lead ball, dude.
He what? Use what?
Lead.
Ball.
Lead balls, right? Lead balls, yeah, of course, yeah. Did he try all different materials? No, just lead balls. You know what I mean?
Lead weighs a lot, so he used the densest object that he could find.
Yeah, I get it, but still,
It'd have been better if
you
you
were
used
to
the
try and
balls.
falsify something, you'd use different materials, you know?
Let's listen to Professor Brian Greene explain the Einstein theory of gravity.
Oh boy.
Newton basically said that you have the sun, you have the earth, and there's this force of gravity that keeps the earth in orbit. But Einstein was well aware, and Newton was too, that Newton's never told anybody how that force is communicated. So
how that force is communicated.
Through the medium, right? They displace
It's
each other.
magic. Remember, Newton didn't even want to be ascribed to it because he found it a great absurdity. They waited until he died and then ascribed it to him.
Hijacking
weird.
of dead men.
Why does this always happen? People get ascribed things after they died.
Just think, Flats, when we're dead, they might say we were globers.
We can't dispute it once we're dead. We can't no, I didn't say that. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Well, you have to get it put in your epitaph, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a robotomist.
Einstein looks at this situation as others could have done for 200 years. Nothing changed. Again, he just looked at the same thing that everybody else looked at. And so what do you have? You got the sun, you have the earth. What's between them? Space. So it's got to be that space somehow is the thing that communicates the force of gravity. So
okay. So remember when we talk about correlation, is that correlation?
It's definitely correlation.
Because there has to be a force between the two, and all that's in between them is space. So space has to be it. Has to be the reason, the communication. So that's not science, is it?
Almost sounds like an ether type.
Yeah, it is. It's God of the gaps argument. It's exactly that to the T. God of the gaps argument.
this little picture gives a sense of what that is. So look at the moon around the Earth. The Earth is warping the environment.
Don't you guys also find it odd that they call space like a flat fabric?
I know.
And it bends too.
Yeah, it's space is flat, but we're spherical.
Yeah, makes so much sense.
It does.
A man-made concept of space can warp and bend in the fourth dimension, causing physical objects in a lower dimension to not actually move to one another, just appear to move to one another.
Yeah.
Okay.
Has
That,
anybody ever
that,
looked
that
up?
doesn't sound insane at all.
Anybody ever looked up the definition of ether? Like, what does it actually define?
I mean, space fabric. I mean, what fabric? You know, I mean, the fabric of space.
I've
What
heard
is
about
that?
30 definitions for it, Roger.
What
I
is
imagine,
it?
yeah. And none of them are actually defining anything, are they?
No.
Not really.
The moon is kept in orbit kind of because space is nudging it around, keeping it rolling along this valley in this curved environment. And if you pull back from this imagery, you see that the Earth is kept in orbit for exactly the
And you know what? That's actually even nonsense. That if you do a demonstration with fabric, guys, and you have a weight on it, and you roll a marble around it, what happens to that marble?
It'll go to the densest spot.
It
It'll
crashes
split.
into that weight.
Eventually, yeah, it'll go to the dent. Where it's
Well, I've seen this in school when I was growing up. Yeah, it
And
rolls right into it.
This is also a problem with that because it causes a gravity well.
Yeah.
What they claim. So then,
Oh well.
wouldn't everybody on the bottom of that said globe be getting pulled off it?
Yeah, Australians are knackered. Yeah.
Wouldn't be getting pulled to the centre, would they? Like,
Well, even the
It's
water would
actually-
run to the center of
It's
it.
actually, if you think about it, yeah, because it's space fabric and it's pulled to the bottom, shouldn't it be greater gravity at the bottom of the globe than in the center? Then, like you're saying,
Well, that's what
because there should be more acceleration to the bottom. Because what happens when you put something like a ball on a hill, on a downhill? It starts accelerating faster.
Yeah.
So why is it not accelerating faster on the bottom of by that sun or the Earth or whatever? There's just so much wrong with it.
Like they add to it though. They don't then say that there's no top, bottom, side to a sphere, but
they have to do that while they're claiming to
while they're
have
claiming an
actual
axis.
Yeah, exactly.
And while it's indent in this space fabric of space, it's just it's just ridiculous, man. I can't remember what I was bloody going to say. I can't remember what I was going to say. It's that ridiculous. I just can't remember.
and also like that fabric looks like a flat plane to me.
Yeah,
that is. They say space is flat.
So what? So like if it just said sun, for instance, is sat in that fabric causing a gravity, what's above it? Like what's all that other
exactly?
Because you can't have like space times two.
Yeah, that was my point. If it's making an indent in space's fabric of space, stupid, then isn't that a vector of some sort? Isn't that pushing down on it, sort of thing?
Yeah,
it's just silly. The whole thing's
Look at that, guys.
I don't know how they describe it.
We know now, as of 2013, that the universe is flat
Really?
with only 0.4% margin of error.
Wow.
4%. How did they come to this conclusion?
So the globes that push space are actually flat earthers, guys.
the snooker players, aren't they?
Yeah, the snooker players.
Man, I can remember when I was just a kid, you know, and they were showing that bullshit with a ball in the middle of a net and then rolling these other balls around it and shit. My dad's watching it, you know, and I'm like, space isn't a net, man. And he's like, well, you have to understand. I'm like, no, wait a second. This is a dumb demonstration because space is not a net. What are you talking about? And he says, and notice how everything, the little ball ends up crashing into the big one when you try to roll it around here. So I don't, what? He got mad at me because I wasn't buying into it. But I just said it's not that I didn't believe gravity or anything. It's just I said that was a retarded demonstration of it.
Yep.
It is. It is.
How would you demonstrate it? That's really what I want to know. What in nature demonstrates this force that causes things to orbit?
Nothing.
What
they do is they take a false correlation again, where you pick something up and it falls to the ground, and then say, you see, because it falls to the ground, therefore it has to be attracted to the ground.
Dr. Cookie Monster's making a demonstration for us, I think.
Yeah, I can see that. It looks like he's sanding.
He's sanding down some glass or plastic.
So you guys can send the links out to ballers or bluffers and ask them if they want to present any science for us. We are here waiting because apparently there's a lot of science for the globe, and I've never ever seen science for the globe.
No, there isn't any.
So you're suggesting what Exegret did was not science, Flats? Is that what you're suggesting?
Definitely not.
I'm thinking about making a small Vendigraph generator myself. We were talking about it on our
Well-
show last night.
Nice. I mean, let's see if we can. Let's see if we can entertain globe. You know, be like a glober for a bit, and let's do their science. How's that, guys?
Do you know what the meaning of excricate is?
No, what is it?
Feel or express great loathing for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow.
So he's dark and gloomy, is he? Okay.
Must be.
Fear and loathing.
Fear and loathing in the universe.
Not
With
some.
Execrate.
Not a. That's why I said he's got a weird name. Why would you choose that name?
Sounds lonely.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, gentlemen, I gotta go. I'm sorry.
Cheers, Roger.
I'll
Thanks
be
for coming
watching
in.
you.
Blessings.
All right, later, you guys.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can try and do the Globies argument here. What would be the cause for gravity? Well, first of all, no. What's the observed phenomena for gravity?
What in Baller's eyes?
In Baller's eyes, if we had to do their homework for them.
Things go down.
Things falling.
Things falling. Yeah.
Okay. So observation. Things falling to the ground. Correct?
Aye.
Okay. What would be the cause for that things falling? They would claim gravity.
They would claim gravity, yeah.
The force of gravity, to be exact, guys.
Yeah.
The force.
The
Trust your
force.
feelings.
May the force be with you.
Trust your feelings, Luke.
Okay. So that would be claiming things fall to the ground, cause of gravity. Okay.
Can
Let's now try and.
point something out before we move on there?
Yeah.
So you see Neil deGrasse Tyson drop a mic and he says gravity.
Uh-huh.
So gravity becomes both the cause and the effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, gravity causes gravity, remember?
That's it.
This is where when I debate Felicia, I keep telling him, so you keep pushing gravity causes gravity. So yeah. So observation, things fall, cause gravity. Okay, let's try and work out a hypothesis. So this would be a prediction now. So we can make a prediction with an IV, a DV, and a CV. This is where it gets
weird.
So any glober watching, would you please be kind enough to give us this next step? What would be a hypothesis? What would be a prediction based on things falling to the ground and you claiming the force of gravity causes it?
I know exactly where they'd go with this.
Yeah. Go on, tell us so we can put in.
They'd say the distance between objects or something.
Okay, so the IV, that would be independent variable, distance between objects, between masses.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's not gravity, is it?
No.
No.
But you tell me to think like a baller, so.
Yeah. No, and you're doing a very good job.
I used to be one.
Actually, you're not thinking like a baller because you're not over talking me.
Well.
So.
But think of it here now. This is like just logical. Your cause is gravity, but the IV that is the cause, that's the independent variable, is now claimed the distance between the masses. So what is the cause, gravity or the distance between the masses?
You got a problem.
Really weird. That's why I just say we can't find any scientific hypothesis and scientific experiment for gravity because you can't manipulate gravity. So gravity has never been shown to be true. It's never been validated. It's never even gone through science to be even made to be able to be invalidated.
This very point would be the same for up with Earth, wouldn't it?
It's exactly the same for upward rising Earth. We can do the same. Let's duplicate this, and let's do for upward rising. Things fall to the ground, cause upward rising Earth.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the IV for upward rising Earth?
Good job.
Upward rising Earth.
Upward rising Earth. God kicked it into touch.
Cool. Okay, how are we going to manipulate that?
Good luck.
Yes, with lots and lots and lots and lots of infinite difficulty.
How about if we get a rocket or a set of rockets to fit underneath like a flat platform, and then we put stuff on it, and then we fire it off, but we have cameras facing all directions from the level part of it, so you can see what happens to it as it rises up, and see if the effect is actually possible.
Chocolate saying that's exactly what's the hypothesis for shoe?
Chocolate. How's it going, brother?
But it's insane. I mean, this is the level we get from upward rising Earthers and globers when it comes to science. That's it. It's all correlation based. That's all I'm trying to point out. There is no science for what they claim. So when you get a baller saying the branch of science consensus tells you, so you have to go and prove that gravity is not real. No, we don't. You haven't proven gravity is real.
Right.
Yo.
That's
What's up,
the biggest thing they got is reversal of the burden of proof. That is their biggest thing. They want you to prove a negative. Always. It's like I say, I can turn into a chicken at will. Prove that I can't. It's not up to you to prove that I can. It's up to me to prove that I can. Because I made the claim.
Well, you might turn into a chicken when no one's looking.
That's very possible. It's science right there. No, they've got this idea that all this nonsense is science because they say that these people claiming to be scientists said this. They don't know what science actually is. And so therefore, some guy in a white coat says, oh, this, that, and the other. They always hear that. That's science. It's not. Tell me Dr. Fauci is a scientist. Go ahead. Try to convince
Dr.
me
Fauci
that guy
is
is
not
a
a
scientist. The guy's an administrator. Come on, man.
Well, I say he's a murderer, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, what is he? His dad was a head of Planned Parenthood. Was there anything else to say? No.
But yeah, it's insane. And I've seen. I don't know if you guys have been seeing a trend lately with Sabine Hobenizer, whatever her name is. She's really been attacking physics lately. Have you realized that?
Yeah.
She's realizing that there is a thing to this. It's all pseudoscience. I have been seeing that lately. I think Flat Earth is getting to her.
Her name is Sabine Hostenpfeffer.
Hostenpfeffer. There we go.
I'm joking. That's not what her name is. I just use Hostenpfeffer. That's how I remember it.
How's it going, Jeff?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
No, I was speaking to other Jeff.
Yes, so Jeff. Yeah.
No, the other Jeff.
Oh, you mean?
Hey, pick a Jeff, pick a Dave, and pick a Ryan. It seems like there's more Ryans now lately.
Oh, Jeff, there's a lot of Jeffs.
Jeff.
I only just noticed mine. I'm a Pef. Ryan, Jeff, Jeff Khan, Jeff Zoid, and Pef.
So Jeff.
So Jeff.
It was only subs I noticed. Then I was like, oh bloody, liking it.
Yeah, I was thinking there's so much Jeffs, we might as well change everybody's name to Jeff.
Yeah.
No way.
But yeah, let's maybe look at some Hossenfelder.
Jeff would have been better.
Somebody asked Google here, said, Google, can water hold its shape? And it says, no, water cannot hold its own shape because it is a liquid, meaning it takes the shape of its container due to the free movement of its molecules. It only appears to have a shape when confined within a container.
Oh dear.
That's straight from the Google bot, too. So,
That's very, very interesting.
Yeah. Sabine Hossenfelder. This is why physics is dying.
Fire the laser!
Yeah, and every time she comes on, I'm gonna think of that.
Oh my god! I now that I look at her, I'm going, oh my god, that's who she is.
Exactly. Okay, I haven't watched this yet, but it should be interesting to see what she says. It says rant, incomprehensible quantum stuff, more rant. Check out my wonderful quiz app. Okay,
Lovely.
let's see.
I've had a bad week. That's mostly because I've been on painkillers for a terrible toothache, but also because I made a reaction video a week ago that had some aftermath. And boy, did this bring up bad memories. This is a typical academia story that illustrates so well what's wrong with the foundations of physics. Is that we're endlessly arguing about the same irrelevant questions. This is why physics is dying. In my video, I explained why.
Arguing about the same relevant questions. Roger Ledwell, for thank you for $2. See what she says. And Michaels have it hands down. Huh?
Yes, they do. Rogers and Michael, did you not know?
Is Roger and Michael?
Yeah.
Ah. So there's a lot of Michaels too. I'm glad to say that my name's not that common here. That's quite cool.
Brian Keating wasn't quite right when he said that a recent experiment is trouble for loop quantum gravity, LQG for short, which is the main competitor for string theory.
What? If you check her hand, she's got high blood pressure. Check that.
Said that because for
It's
decades there
very
have been
swollen and
two.
it's red. Check that. Both her hands.
Is she going to be calling astronauts on moon by any chance?
That's supposed to be a
One
woman.
mine's also
Look,
Mike.
know why that telephone's there, like.
That's supposed to be a dude. It's supposed to be a woman.
She certainly is.
She's definitely a woman.
Interesting.
Different schools of thought in the field of loop quantum gravity, one of which represented most prominent.
She's definitely struggling with high blood pressure. Check her hands. Wow.
Oh yeah, she's got really red hands.
It's really bad.
my guess would be because she trusts the science.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I always say, see your doctor and fire his ass because he'll probably kill you. Listen, that right there, don't go in the first place. That's what I'm
You see,
telling you.
that could be because of her medication. It's giving her.
Yeah, it
side
is because of the. It is because of medication. Absolutely. You know that stuff they give you? They call it a blood thinner. You know that shit straight up is rat poison.
When I had
Like warfarin and that.
when my tooth broke and I had that abscess and they gave me kind of it was a strong. It almost killed me.
Jesus. Yeah.
I threw it away. I rather sat with the pain than put that in my mouth again. I almost died. I slept for 3 days.
What painkillers? With painkillers?
Yeah, I took like 2 painkillers. I can't remember the name. Ask my wife what it is. I was so sick.
Dihydrocodeine or something. The dentist can give you codeine. And that, well, they can't over here. They give
No,
you-
it was Talithol. What? I don't know. It was
Oh,
crazy. I felt very sick.
Nasty.
You shouldn't go to a dentist for your teeth to clean your teeth. They just destroy them.
Yep.
That's all they do.
Well, they need money, don't they?
Well, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
By Lee Smolin has insisted that the theory can be tested with upcoming experiments. The other, represented by Carlo Rovelli, is fine with the theory being untestable for practical purposes. So now...
Whoa. Does this not tell you it's science or not? Lee Smolin says it is testable. Carlo Rovelli says no, it's not testable, and that's fine. Then it's not science because it's not testable.
Yeah.
We've
That's
got
a nasty easy for women.
we've got a problem when he's claiming theory, haven't we? We need-
Exactly.
See, I told you there was another Ryan.
What?
But why are they fighting about something is it testable or not? Then it is not science. There we go. Yeah, Tylenol 3 with codeine. I think that's it. Exactly, Rise Above. That stuff almost killed me.
Tylenol with codeine, that's cocodamol. That's what I said first time. Cocodamol.
Yeah, that stuff almost killed me.
Because Tylenol is paracetamol, and then you've got the codeine, which is
Yeah.
it's cocodamol, same thing.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't want none of that shit, man.
But yeah, based on the science thing, why are they arguing between each other if something is possible to be tested or not?
Right.
Then you're doing science.
Right. Conclusiveness.
And this is the problem they have with gravity as well. And this is why they're sitting with this quantum physics as well, because they're trying to test something that's just make-believe. That's it. If you can't test it, it's not science. You can't observe it, it's not science. You first have to observe it, then you have to be able to test it based on what you think the cause is. Don't know how hard this is to understand.
The situation is that either the theory is falsified or it's not falsifiable. It's exactly the same crap as with string theory and supersymmetry and inflation and dark sectors and many other research bubbles in the foundations of physics.
I am so happy you said that, Sabine. It's crap. I agree. It's crap. Well done.
Garbage.
He's kidding.
It's mathematical fiction. It's nothing to do with reality anymore.
Nice.
You just missed gravity there.
I don't understand why people get paid for doing this. And I say this as someone who once got paid for doing this. So my video goes out, and of course a day later, I have both Brian Keating and Carlo Rovelli in my inbox. Brian complains because he thinks I accused him of being wrong, when really he was just summarizing somebody else's paper. And now Carlo is telling him to take the video down. And Carlo complains to me because he thinks I don't understand his genius and tells me his story about the angular momentum operator. Meanwhile, there are like 5,000 other people.
Attacking us.
It does. It sounds exactly the same. She's getting frustrated that the pseudoscientists are attacking her because she's calling them out for pseudoscience.
Yep.
Yeah, welcome to reality, Sabine. What? That sounds very familiar. Like you said, Michael.
Very
What do the Globies do to us?
Yeah, you don't understand.
You don't understand, yeah. You're just stupid. Okay, explain how I don't understand. No, I don't have to. You're just wasting my time.
Who think I didn't notice that someone else had previously done a reaction video that supposedly already explained why Brian was wrong. Of course I saw that video. I just decided to not mention it because it dumbly repeats an obviously wrong argument that Carlo has peddled for decades and that I'm fucking sick of hearing. I can't...
She swear.
Did she just drop
Wow.
the F-bomb?
Yeah.
The F-bomb.
Wow.
Did I just hear Serena profane?
Yeah.
I've never heard her swear before.
She's getting really triggered at this.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. She's pretty angry. She should
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
just get a tide on that anger.
Wow. It's very telling.
She's still wearing a space jumper though, with space background.
Oh yeah, I don't think she'll ever give up her space religion though. But it's good to see she's starting to wake up to understand pseudoscience is just nonsense. That's a start.
Can't believe that this is still going on. I recently heard Eric Weinstein say in a video that we're seeing the beginning of a collapse in the foundations of physics because it's so obvious now that string theory was a huge mistake. I think you're wrong, Eric. This will keep on going and going until physics is entirely dead. What we're seeing now is just that the senior people are handing over to their students. Okay,
Yeah, handing over to the students like you guys have been doing for years on gravity. What do you think will happen if they ever had to change all the physics books to say it's sorry guys, there is no such thing as gravity.
Oh wow.
Just displacement of the object to the medium.
Yeah.
What do you think would happen?
She'll have a conniption fit. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh man, sorry, just start there.
She's upset.
Okay, I think I need to explain why that argument is wrong, because quite possibly you've indeed never heard any of this discussion. About 20 years ago, Carlo wrote a paper together with Simone Speziale, that's the guy who yelled at me at a conference, just for context, in which they claim that loop quantum gravity doesn't have an issue with Lorentz invariance, that's a symmetry of Einstein's theories, because of an analogy with the angular momentum operator. Oh boy, lots of technical terms, but don't despair. It's not as difficult as it sounds. You see, the issue is that in loop quantum gravity, areas of space become quantized. They take on discrete values.
Okay.
There's the smallest possible area that you can have, which is proportional to the square of the Planck length, and the Planck length is something like 10 to the minus 35 meters.
Yep. Planck.
Meter Planck.
Planck gives the ratios.
Plank of wood.
Why am I keep on going out? Sorry. Keep on clicking.
That's the guy who yelled at me at a conference, just for context, in which they claim that loop quantum gravity doesn't have an issue with Lorentz invariance. That's a symmetry of Einstein's theories, because of an analogy with the angular momentum operator. Oh boy, lots of technical terms, but don't despair. It's not as difficult as it sounds. You see, the issue is that in loop quantum gravity, areas of space become quantized. They take on
Okay, I just want to find out. How does areas of space become quantized? So you're just giving it a quantity.
Yeah.
So that would be mathematical then.
Mm-hmm.
So how does giving space quantity make it real? I mean, I can give unicorns quantity. Does it make unicorns real now?
Right, exactly. You know,
values.
Poor girl needs to relax a little bit or something, man. Maybe just kind of go over there, relax, have a good fart, just let loose, quit being so strung up tight like that, man. Just
Well, that's why she's got tooth pain, because she's constantly biting on her jaw.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, it's odd. Usually when you talk, you move your jaw. But
So it's
look
like
at her
a
jaw.
ventriloquist.
Yeah, it's like she's got jaw lock or something.
Yeah, like it's wired shut or something.
Look at this.
Feel bad
It's
for
the
her husband.
smallest possible area that you can have, which is proportionate to the square of the Planck length, and the Planck length is something like 10 to the minus 35 meters. Just for comparison, that's much smaller than a giraffe. Now, what I said in my...
I'm wondering how she eats, though. Imagine give her a hamburger and say, yeah, bite this
There's
burger.
no boobs there at all. There's no boobs. That's a dude, man. Look at the size of his hands. That's a man with a fake voice. Come on, man.
No.
And how would you like your hamburger, ma'am? Blended, please. Drink it through a straw. I feel bad for her husband. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Frank Noble,
You really have to say that?
Frank Noble says, I can fix the bean. I don't know what that means, dude.
When I ask,
You've
ask
heard
husband,
of-
what's wrong? What's
you've
wrong?
heard
No.
Show me, right?
It felt like a grater.
I can't believe that she's married. There's no
Is she
way.
married?
I don't see a ring.
I don't see a ring either.
No. But she has got swollen fingers.
She has a love child with Dr. Evil.
She got man hands, I'll tell you what.
She's just constantly ringing him because she can't get her head around what's going on.
Yep.
She's bruised him.
Mm-hmm.
Previous video is that a minimal area isn't compatible with Lorentz invariance. It just isn't, because length contraction should make that minimal area smaller than minimal. Proof by contradiction, Maths 101. Q. Carlo, who says that if you quantize the angular momentum operator, then the spectrum of eigenvalues is discrete, and that doesn't violate rotational invariance, and it works similarly in loop quantum gravity with Lorentz invariance. I tried to tell them long ago that this can't work because these deviations would inevitably be so large we'd have seen them already. They didn't want to hear that. There are
Yeah, because their predictions are just mathematical based on fantasy. It's as simple as that. But
Roger,
you see,
Roger says she's not married. You were hoping so, Roger.
Oh, Roger. Steve. What? Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Yes.
still people writing papers about this nonsense. I just decided at some point that if I can't stop others from wasting time and money, at least I myself can stop wasting time and money. So I've tried really hard to ignore this. But it's so frustrating to see that this is still going on. They're still discussing the same nonsense as 20 years ago. You can fix the problem with Lorentz invariance and restore the symmetry exactly, but then you'll get back areas of size 0. And then you'll have to show that in this case you still have all the great regularizing properties that supposedly come from having a minimal area.
Or maybe you guys can just accept that it's just nonsense and it's a waste of time. I mean, it's like arguing, is it a gas lamp or an electric lamp in Narnia? And the one guy's adamant it's a gas lamp, the one guy's adamant electric lamp. And then they try and work it out based on current and to find out, doesn't matter which way you're putting it, it's not working because you can't get to Narnia.
You can in your imagination.
You're going to bang your head into the back of the wardrobe is what's going to happen. You're not getting through it.
This makes me think of, Peter Pan, when he
Yeah.
goes in and they have to imagine their food.
Oh.
Now imagine two people imagining the same plate of food, but the one says it's chicken and the other one says it's meat, steak. And they're going to argue which one is right. In the meantime, there's nothing there. It's just imagination. That's exactly what's going on.
Yep.
It's not Brenda's dad.
And for all I know, no one's ever done that. What happened instead is that everyone who works on this just repeats arguments that they all know to be wrong to keep the money coming. Because let's be real, these people sit on cozy tax-paid positions with no other task than producing useless papers that no one understands and therefore no one dares criticize. It's like string theory.
We don't need to understand it to criticize it. We're criticizing by saying it's bullshit.
Yeah.
100%.
There we go.
Call a dog, innit?
Bullshit.
I mean, just because I can't read Chinese doesn't mean the person writing the fictional Chinese doesn't make it fact.
Theorists never actually prove that the theory is indeed finite and solves the problem that they claim it solves. They just gave up on trying to prove it. It's another one of those inconvenient facts that no one ever talks about. Oh, and Carlo now says that I just don't understand the physics of his wonderful theory. Fine, that's possible. Maybe I just don't understand how great loop quantum gravity is. But the fact is, this so-called research has been going on for 4 decades, and what's come out of it besides papers? Nothing. Nada. Niente. It hasn't...
Ooh, sort of sounds like gravity to me. How long has gravity been pushed now? How long has gravity been pushed now? Hundreds of years. What is gravity, guys? I think Neil deGrasse Tyson said it the best. I don't know. Next question.
A man-made concept that's silly. That's what
And yet they still push it as fact.
Yeah.
Sad.
Taught us anything about nature whatsoever. If you look at the archive and check what people in loop quantum gravity work on these days, it's basically still the same stuff they did 20 years ago. History repeating. No self-correction, no progress. And it's like that in string theory too. They're now going back to, inventing some string theory phenomenology, something with moduli and inflation and dark sectors and whatnot. And they'll claim they can test it and someone will measure something and it'll be falsified. How do I know that this will be falsified? Because this isn't how science works. It's...
Wait. This is going to be interesting. Listen to this. This is going to be good.
This
What
will
did
be
she say?
falsified.
Oh, she's being condemned.
Well, she's going to be explaining how science works, guys. Wait. Let's quickly.
Because this isn't how science works. It's never worked that way. I don't know how it ever became accepted that inventing some maths and insisting it's real counts as theoretical physics. It's insane.
Everything in physics?
Oh! She just said it. That's gravity, Sabine.
Yeah.
You're catching up to us, dumb flares.
Yeah. He is getting it after all. Who knows?
What? I have
She's
to listen
gonna have to
that.
stop wearing her space shirts.
Yeah. Let's go listen to that. That is
There
brilliant.
is something for padding bras,
Wow, that is like wow. She's getting there.
Test it and someone will measure something and it'll be falsified. How do I know that this will be falsified? Because this isn't how science works. It's never worked that way. I don't know how it ever became accepted that inventing some maths and insisting it's real counts as theoretical physics. It's insane. What's even more...
Wow. So, guys, I think we should clip this for when a glober comes and tells us there is G in Archimedes' principle, or there is G in flight. Just because you put it in there doesn't make it real. Thank you, Sabine.
Exactly. That's what I've been
G
trying.
on the steak I ate. Garlic.
Oh. Wow. I'm actually blown away.
more
Doesn't
insane
surprise me.
is that the only two papers.
Sorry?
I said it doesn't surprise me. You know, that it's starting to get to a point where all of these scientists are doing so much bunk, garbage, math crap that doesn't make any damn sense that someone was going to catch on to it sooner or later, because lies always come to the surface, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lies are always revealed. No.
But this is brilliant. Sabine is now definitely going to be used as like a chocolate saint says, a hostile witness. What's up, Sogs? By the way, Soggy Mori, Sean Hawkins doesn't like you that much.
Oh,
The photos you put up. Apparently, you put disgusting masturbating children around the bonfire. What?
what?
Oh man. Yeah. Shows you what Sean Hawkins thinks about.
Wait a second. He said that?
Yep.
He's off his
He
head.
actually
All
said
right.
that.
So the windowless van and the puppies are starting to
It
really
makes sense. Yeah. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah. Ah,
People I can think of who've pushed back against this are Peter White and Eric Weinstein, and both of them are trying to sell you their own theory of everything. They're all crazy. Or maybe I'm the crazy one.
there you go.
This video doesn't have a...
Brilliant, Sabine. That was great. I'm happy we went through that.
Yeah. Miss Hassenpfeffer.
I want Hassenpfeffer.
Wabbit Steve.
Well,
Yeah.
everyone's a little quiet here.
We're doing a mind shock silence.
Man, I hope that guy gets his
Oh, I
check.
guess you're impersonating me. That's why you put my name on all of them. Oh, I get it.
I'm learning it now.
Wow. That's amazing that's even. And she's supposedly an actual scientist. Is that what we're supposed to believe?
Yeah.
See what school do to you?
Makes you confused.
It does. Did you know that the percentage of people by groups, okay, that went ahead and got the jab, the majority of those were amongst the higher educated, and amongst that group of people that went to college, the ones that got most frequently boosted and everything else were of the higher level degrees. It was almost like it makes you dumber and dumber and dumber as you supposedly are getting smarter and smarter and smarter. It's amazing. Now we got all these people bitching and crying. I can't believe that they gave us this poison. I can't believe it. It's like, dude, we tried to tell you. You didn't listen. You got and this is how dumb people are, right? So they're all up in arms about BlackRock and everything, right? BlackRock, they're the devil, blah, 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 right? Okay. And unaware that their hero, Donald Trump, wants to appoint Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, as a Treasury Secretary. Oh, let's get some more swamp creatures in there. Why not? Come on. This is how people's minds, they just contradict inside their mind and they don't catch it. They can't catch it.
Yeah. Just goes to show you.
Just goes to show you. It's always something.
Yeah.
Remember Roseanne? Rosanna Dana?
But
this is
it probably
interesting.
doesn't help people
Just
do
killed a man.
do other types of chemical damage to their brains, like I don't know, marijuana.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, 45 plus years later, and I'm still waiting for the brain damage, man.
Oh, you didn't know you had brain damage?
Yeah.
I'm just messing with you, man.
A lot of people, it blows their mind. I mean,
It's called forgetfulness. It's not called brain damage, bro.
Yeah, right. Well,
You know,
I
come
get
on. Let's be
yeah,
honest
I mean,
here.
I
It
get
doesn't
up
get
and
to you
head to
when
the
you're high,
kitchen. I get up and head to the kitchen for something. I'm on a mission. Then I get there and go, what the hell did I come in here for? What was I after? And then it ain't till after I go and sit back down that I go, oh, yeah. And then I'm like, oh, man, I don't want to get back up.
4 trips to the kitchen later.
Yeah, right.
Listen to what Sabine says here, guys.
After Einstein finished his theory of general relativity, he wanted to explain where matter came from. He was looking for a unified theory. His main idea seems to have been that matter is really made of space-time. We presently...
So Einstein was thinking matter is really made of space-time. So if I got a pen, it's not made of plastic, it's made of space-time.
Yeah. Only the finest space-time ingredients used, too.
Yeah. But listen to what she says further.
A little bit of dark matter in there.
assume that matter or other types of energy cause space-time to curve, and the effect of that curvature on matter is what we call gravity. But Einstein was looking for a way that space-time would curve on its own, and that curved space-time would then be what we call matter today. Unfortunately, he died before he found a way to make it work. I quite like the idea, and I wish someone would pursue it.
What the hell? What a moron.
And this is what Andrew Johnson, Sean Hawkins, are you watching? But I mean, what's very telling what she said there. It was an assumption that he made. And he wasn't able to do anything about it because he died before he could. Oh, just fantasy.
They're just stories piled up on stories, aren't they?
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's, all shit that you can't check. Like this moon, the second moon we're supposed to be having.
Oh, yeah,
right?
you can't see it. It's too small.
It's too small. You can't see us. Trust me, bro. It's there.
It's there.
Come
we got
on.
a second moon. It's 10 meters long. But it's definitely there, man. Just trust me, bro.
But no other asteroids have ever done this.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop.
Yes.
Boom, boom, boom. That's what it reminds me of.
But as Voltaire said, anyone who has the power to make you believe absurdities has the power to make you commit atrocities.
Yeah.
What?
They do. Was it Casey? And he said, we'll know our plan is complete when everything the American public thinks is true is a lie. I'm paraphrasing, but that's the general gist of what he said. It's sick.
Mm-hmm. Did you get that thing working right? No.
No, I had to polish it and stuff.
I'll demonstrate it later.
Yeah, there's
I got a
you
couple.
have to use a certain kind of surface, and I don't think I've got one like handy. So
I got a couple pieces of glass, flat.
yeah, glass works really good. Yeah, it has to be like a porous but yet smooth surfaces, but it has to be. And then the water forms the vacuum between those microscopic holes in the surface of the glass.
Yeah, I've actually had problems peeling glass apart, having to do that. You know what I mean? Because it's been wet in between. Yeah.
Well, that's how they make glue chip glass. Is they literally they put glue on the face of the glass and then they rip it off with a machine, and it actually causes that chipping. You didn't know that?
Yep.
Right.
Yes, boy. There was a hunt. We heard of that. Many people were against Einstein.
Yeah. There was like over 100 physicists that wrote that he was wrong.
Yep. You still get people today that disagree with him.
But they've drummed most of those people out. See, they're going to
Yep.
take what's favorable.
See, the thing is, usually, this is why I say peer review is not science. It's just a scam. It's a scandal because if you going against what consensus says, they're not going to publish you. They're going to ridicule you and kick you out of the community.
I saw.
Later, guys. Gotta go.
Cheers,
Have
Jeff.
a good one.
Thanks for coming.
Good, Jeff.
Good, Jeff.
Time collapses into itself close to the speed light. Yeah.
I solve
makes sense.
problems.
That makes sense.
Oi.
I think where that's at.
Yeah. Well, I don't see any globies coming in, so.
No, what is it?
By the way, tomorrow night I will be live. PJ's going still live tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
And then he'll be on Wednesday live because it's my wife and my anniversary. So I'm definitely not going to stream Wednesday.
No.
So I'll be live tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
We
then
just
PJ will be
swap.
live Wednesday.
Yeah, but back to normal next week again, isn't
Yeah. Did you know Albert Einstein was alive before he died?
it? Two things are infinite: the universe and the 40-day trial for Winra. What's Winra? Who is Winra? I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know what or who Winra is.
Put on screen.
This is
Oh, this is good. This is from that South African dude.
yeah, man.
Yeah, it's very good.
People talk glibly about science. What is science? People coming out of a university with a master's degree or a PhD, you take them into the field, and they literally don't believe anything unless there's a peer-reviewed paper. It's the only thing they accept. And you say to them, but let's observe, let's think, let's discuss. They don't do it. So is it in a peer-reviewed paper or not? That's their view of science. I think it's pathetic. Gone into universities as bright young people. They come out of them brain dead, not even knowing what science means. They think it means peer-reviewed papers, etc. No, that's academia. And if a paper is peer-reviewed, it means everybody thought the same, therefore they approved it. An unintended consequence is that when new knowledge emerges, new scientific insights, they can never, ever be peer-reviewed. So we're blocking all new advances in science that are big advances. If you look at the breakthroughs in science, almost always they don't come from the center of that profession. They come from the fringe. The finest candle makers in the world couldn't even think of electric lights. They don't come from within. They often come from outside the breaks. We're going to kill ourselves because of stupidity.
Yep. So true.
I'm glad I found it. I gotta read
Yeah, I prefer WinRAR over Zip. I've always used WinRAR. Actually, to me, it's better than Zip.
Yeah, I get what it is now. I just checked it. I didn't.
peer review.
Jeff at Sam just had the video up. I think there was a thing.
They wouldn't use the magical floating satellites if they could. It's the
What did we lose? Where'd everybody go?
Yeah.
Still, yeah.
The Guardian. Academic journals are a lucrative scam.
Yeah, it's just like that guy said. I think that guy puts it as plain
This
as
is a
you
late,
can, you know.
but this is a later thing. This was now. This was now in the 16th of July, 2024.
Ah,
Academic journals are lucrative scam, and we're determined to change that. Oh. Giant publishers are bleeding universities dry with profit margins that rival Google. So we decided to start our own philosophers and Angus professor. If you read an academic article, the chances are that you were unwittingly paying tribute to a vast profit generating machine that exploits the free labor and researchers and siphons of public funds. Uh-oh. But yeah, I mean, this has been going on for years and years, where they're talking about it's all just a scam, where they actually just, it's publishing. They go
yep.
and give anybody that's going to give the most money.
And that's also points on your little scorecard too. And he's got several papers published,
Mm-hmm.
like it's some kind of a stripes on your uniform or some shit,
Exactly. I mean, why do you think when there's, why is there no flat earth peer reviewed papers? I don't know. Why do you think?
Exactly.
Oh, it's crazy. I think we can more end this year tonight.
Early one. Why
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
Why not?
Sounds good.
But it was at least fun. We
Yeah.
had some laughs. Thank you, Sabine, for getting somewhere. It's good to see Sabine's actually starting to understand that it's just nonsense.
It's good. No, it's good. It's a good thing at least.
So, what's your show about tomorrow, PJ?
Oh, it's
Tomorrow.
actually about Coventry where I live. I found a couple of people. One was took a couple of videos in Coventry. One was talking about the young people dealing drugs and stuff like that. The drugs are all covered and stuff, so it should be okay. And the other one's to do with homelessness. So I just thought it'd be interesting. So people, I mean, I'm not from Coventry originally, obviously, but I thought it'd be interesting to show people kind of
Yeah.
where I live. You know what I mean? Sort of thing. And what goes. It's the same as any city. Drugs and that go on, homelessness goes on, but just so I can show people where I live, sort of thing. But yeah, I'm not originally from Coventry, obviously, but I've got family here and I've been here 20 years near enough.
Okay.
Years come next year. Yeah, 20 years. But yeah, it's about Coventry, about to do with the drug problem and that, and to do with homelessness. I've got 2 videos on it. So yeah.
Nice.
I will be doing a Mandela Effect one later on this week as well. Not script. I don't think it's got scriptural changes in it. It's just general Mandelas, but it could have scriptural changes in it. I don't know. I haven't checked that out. But I think it's just about general Mandela effects, new ones, stuff like that, and people talking about it. You know what I mean?
Jamie, woohoo! Good to see you, man.
Good.
Yeah, it's good. Sav, are you having a show?
Yeah, tonight we'll be having a show tonight. Not really sure. Probably covering a lot of the more of the crap that's been going on with this hurricane. There was I just ran across a video Karen B put up that was right there at one of those donation centers they have for all the goods and stuff, like a staging depot for it.
Yeah.
And a Black Hawk came in, flew just above it with its rotors and blew everything all to hell, and then just flew away.
What?
Yeah, I'll show you. It's pretty.
That is a bit sketch.
Yeah, let me pull that up real quick. That's crazy.
Huh.
Where was it? Oh, I gotta refresh that. Or else it won't show up. There we go. See, that's about that. So here we go. So this is in a donation section here. Let me pause this so I can get it straightened out. Here we go. There we go.
What the hell? That was on purpose.
Yeah, it was.
That's just a state, so they came from nowhere. Not even have parking.
Look at that shit.
If they were low enough to do that, I would have shot him with a damn steam
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, that is like on purpose. That's on purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
I could hit him from there.
The rotor
You
wash.
got that low, I'd shoot right at him, dude. I'd hit the side of that thing.
It's insane. What the hell are they doing? See, my guess is this, man, because you know they offered all these people $750. That's a loan. If they don't pay that back in a year, they lose all their property and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like not only do they want people to perish, I believe this is a land grab. Wyoming just started up on fire yesterday, and it's only the
It's
privately
not gonna
owned
end there.
areas of the land, which happen to have rare earth minerals that they want. Here they are in this place doing this, and it's like they want these people to die. They want them out of the way. They don't want there to be any help because they want people, I guess, dependent on the government.
Yep.
Which is, and the government's not doing shit.
Why do you think
people are doing?
Why do you
it.
think they've been demonizing preppers and stuff as well for the
Yeah.
last how many years?
All these people that are literally backpacking and pack muling shit up into these mountains. People don't understand these little towns and shit up in these mountains. They're completely isolated now. The roads are gone. History. The terrain has changed. And there's still mudslides and shit. There's people buried in their cars dead. There's people buried in their homes dead. I heard somebody say that whatever they're telling you on the news, the body count is, just add 2 zeros to it.
That's bad.
Yeah, and the smell. Now they said there's bodies in the trees. And it's like people think, oh, it's just water, and then the water recedes. A lot of mud and debris and shit comes along with that. There's places that are just completely unrecognizable now. It's amazing. And now we got this other one, Milton, coming in. Milton just, I think it just achieved Category 5 status. And our friend Melodome, Austin Thompson, he's right there in the area where it's getting ready to hit. He ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah. That's bad.
And you can't tell me this isn't deliberate.
That has to be. But I mean, even those balls that they've been finding and stuff, you're saying it shows you that it's weather manipulation and stuff.
Yeah, you never see one come in. When they hit land, they don't increase in strength, they decrease. This thing came up, it didn't come in from the coast, it came up through the Gulf. And you get that area of North Carolina that was hit is 2,000 feet above sea level. That's insane.
See what now?
Yeah, I mean, how does that like that? I don't know.
But you don't use datums to make sea level, man. You don't use it to get elevation. So.
Well, he's got a point. You do get what you seed.
Anyway, I'm going to say thanks, guys, for coming. I appreciate everybody. Make sure to join Sov on his show later. I think it's going to be exciting. PJ as well tomorrow for his 3 o'clock show.
True.
And Ryan and Roger's probably going to have a show as well, like always, the R&R. So make sure you join them as well. And I'll see you all tomorrow night for another exciting, awesome show. Many, many blessings, and may the press be with you. Cheerio.
Crafted signs of the divine. I'm made for something true. In God's plan, my path renews. Flat earth made by Him. My journey long yet thin. Purpose found in every day. Guided by His gentle sway.